about time. What's going on?
Rumor Report, Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, let's get ready for Kandi Burruss' new show, Kandi and the Gang. That's coming on this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But in the meantime, she's been doing press around her new show, and she's been talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, of course. And she had hinted before that she had issues with somebody and clashed with someone on the show. She didn't say who it was, but on Daily Blast Live, here's what she had to say.
Marlo and I, we had some real serious beef that happened this year. It was crazy. I wasn't expecting it because I was really one of the main people who were, rooting for her to get her peach. And I did not think that we would have that type of a falling out. But we were able to fix it. You know, I don't want to say, it's not like we're still in a bad place. But at that time, I wasn't sure if we were going to come back from it,
All right, something to look forward to on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Jennifer Hudson is going to be hosting a daytime talk show on Fox stations, and that is going to start in fall of 2022.
Okay.
She said, I've experienced so much in my life. I've seen the highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows, and just about everything in between. But as my mother always told me, once you think you've seen it all, just keep on living. People from around the world have been a part of my journey from the beginning 20 years ago, and I'm so ready to join their journey as we sit down and talk about the things that inspire and move us all.
Okay. Congratulations to her.
It first went into development last November, so it will debut not long after the Ellen DeGeneres show signs off in the spring. All right, BET has announced a Murder, Inc. documentary series. It's a 5-part television event called Murder, Inc., and it will explore the untold tale of the rise, fall, and redemption of one of hip-hop's most iconic labels and its founder and CEO, Irv Gotti. So that will premiere this summer.
That's going to be interesting. I mean, they got stories. I mean, if they get into it, the court case, all the artists, how they broke their artists, all the stuff that Irv's produced. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
All right, now speaking of documentaries, they are going to be doing Gifted and Black, and that is going to follow the journey of Versus. So get ready for that. Amazon Studios and Hillman Grad Productions and Good Trouble Studios are partnering for this feature-length documentary. And as you know, Lena Waithe is Hillman Grad Productions, so she'll be producing under that alongside Swizz and Timbaland.
Deserved. They well deserved.
All right, and Dame Dash is doing a paid-in-full sequel, and that will be a franchise with multiple series, also a documentary, also a car show. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I'm casting the cars right now, so I link, the BBS boys. They're actually running around the world, selecting the best, illest, paid-in-full mobiles, and then I'm interviewing everybody from different perspectives. And mine is one of them because I was there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, there's Lou Sims' perspective from the lynch mob. We grew up together. We were close, pause. And then there's Jay Black's perspective, who was in my immediate crew, the best out, but he was, Rich's lieutenant. So, he was right there.
Why do you have to pause when you say we were close?
That's just Dame. That's just some Harlem thing.
All right, but shout out to the Jasmine brand. Jasmine actually did that interview exclusively on her site. She also has a baby now, so congrats on that, Jasmine.
Congrats to her. And shout out to the BBS boys. BBS boys, they come to all my car shows. They're pretty big in that era, that 88, that 80 to 90 era cars, whether it's the BMWs, the Suzuki Samurais, the old Benzes. They're pretty big in that. I got a couple of cars there as well, so they always come to my shows. Shout out to them.
So they're going to have their own.
I'm going to support.
All right, now the Wendy Williams Show has announced new guest hosts for the final season. It's coming to an end, as you know, after 14 seasons on the air. So they're going to air live shows with rotating guest hosts that will include Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Kim Whitley, Finesse Mitchell, Carson Kressley, and Vivica A. Fox. All of them will trade off their hosting duties from March 7th through April 1st. And then Sherry Shepherd is going to be replacing that time slot with her own talk show called Sherry.
Okay.
And she'll also continue on as a guest host as well. Now, I know we wanted to make sure that we got to this story, but we were on 7 on Your Side, The Breakfast Club. Unbeknownst to me yesterday, this is what happened.
Welcome to the Newells' waterlogged nightmare. Their home still gutted after Hurricane Ida. Left behind a big cleanup and a 6-figure bill to rebuild.
At least 200
$200,000? Yes. But some good news, Dyrell's favorite radio show was giving money to its most needy listeners. He wrote in, and after the Breakfast Club heard his family's story, the radio crew made a most generous offer. But the couple says the Breakfast Club's cash never arrived.
Nothing. I heard nothing.
He even posted on all 3 DJs' social media, emailed, and called. So we contacted iHeartMedia, the station's parent, which said it reached out to the family 3 times in December, but never heard back. But just days after our calls,
The check is here.
$5,000 from the Breakfast Club to help this family rebuild.
Sheesh. So they're saying they did reach out. They had the wrong number?
Yeah, so, we do change for change. Now, mind you, every year we give away $250,000. So out of the $500,000 we did in 2 years, he was the only one that didn't get his money. He went to 7 on your side, which is his prerogative. But the problem was, I guess somebody gave the wrong number. So when they were calling him, they reached out to him several times with the wrong info. So they couldn't cut a check because they couldn't get in touch with him. So when he called up here last week, our producer got his number. They gave him the right number, and the check was sent out. We weren't trying to take the brothers $5,000. We're trying to help people. We do it every year, and we give money out. And the Breakfast Club, we never touch that money. It's all through iHeart Corporate, and iHeart Corporate was not trying to steal that man's $5,000. But anyway, I'm just glad that he got his $5,000. Hopefully, he could start building his crib back up and start building his home back
I
up.
wonder
and
if he
start
still
getting
listens
stuff.
to us or if he thinks we try to rip him off.
We weren't trying to rip him off. And then, he said he hit us all in the DMs. We get hundreds of DMs a day, thousands of DMs.
I definitely did not
so
see his DM.
We didn't see it, but I'm just glad he got his money. When I see it, but the funny thing is, I seen it all yesterday. It was like, get that man his $5,000. I'm like, what are they talking about? I have no clue, but I thought it was funny.
And be like, I'm always stealing money. I don't know.
7 on your side. I'm gonna use 7 on your side. There's a lot of people that owe me money. 7 on your side. I'm gonna call you
I
later.
don't know if they'll be as sympathetic to you.
Maybe not. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Up next is the People's Choice Mix. Get your request in. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.